Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I thought today we'd have a little look at Criterion's release of Godzilla, the Showa era films from 1954 to 1975. Now I've had this quite a while, this box set. It went out of print, but I believe it is now once again back in print. So if you want to get it, it is, but it's not cheap. It's about £150 or so, but it does come with quite a few films. So we're just going to pull this over slightly, just so we can open it. And I'm going to give you sort of like a look over the whole sort of box set. As you can see, it's in a book format. Really cool, amazing artwork throughout the whole booklet. It's very sort of pulp culture kind of artwork, but it's really nice. And it goes through here's the list of all the films that are in the box set. So we have Godzilla, Godzilla Raids Again, Godzilla vs King Kong, Mothra vs King Godzilla, Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, Invasion of the Astro Monster, Ibra, Horror from the Deep, Sons of Godzilla, Destroy All Monsters Attack, Godzilla vs Hedorah, Godzilla vs Gigon, Godzilla vs Megalon, Godzilla vs Mechagodzilla, and The Terror of Mechagodzilla. So as you can see, it's got a number of films. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 Godzilla movies. So when you think of the price being £150, you're paying £10 per movie, pretty much. So it's not too bad. And here we've got this Reign of Destruction, which is a little bit like telling us the story of sort of Godzilla and how it's evolved over time. As you can see, it's really text heavy, but really cool. And then it goes into the single movies, and then we get the first one, Godzilla. Amazing artwork there, it's really cool. This is the first Godzilla film, and it gives you the cast and it gives you the details of the film. This is 1954, 96 minutes, black and white, and it's Japanese with English subtitles. There is no dubbed version on here, just to let you know. Now Criterion have released a 4K release of this one film, which sells for about £29.99, and it's got a really nice box, and the box has got like a pop-up Godzilla that comes out, which is really nice. I was going to buy it at some point, but then I thought, you know what, I read up on it, and the 4K doesn't even include HDR10. So I think the transfer is not going to be a lot different to the one that's already on the Blu-ray. So that's why I kind of avoid it. Now if it had the HDR10 or Dolby Atmos picture, you know, anything like that, then I would have probably invested into it, but it doesn't carry anything like that. So there's no HDR10 on the 4K, so that's why I didn't buy the 4K edition. I thought I'd stick with the one that's in this box, but you never know what I'm like. If it gets cheap enough and a good price, I might pick it up. So we got Godzilla. Then we have Godzilla Raids Again. Look at that fantastic artwork. It's very sort of almost like a tattoo design, isn't it? Like a Japanese sort of koi tattoo design, which is really nice. So this one is a big jump from the other one, because it's 1955. This was the year after, and it's in black and white again, and it's also in Japanese with English subtitles. And once again, we have the cast and the credits. So the first one was directed by Ishiro Hoda. I don't want to pronounce the names too much because I will probably ruin them, but this one was directed by Motoyoshi Oda. So they were the directors of that film. Next up, some fantastic artwork here. This one's got Kong in it, so it's King Kong versus Godzilla. Now this one was 1963, so there was a big jump from 1955 to 1963, and in it they were in colour. this one was in colour, and I believe this one has English language in it. This is because this is the US original version of it. I don't know why the box set hasn't got the Japanese version in it, because it sort of doesn't play well in the sense of like all the rest are sort of Japanese films, but this one does have English spoken in it. It says the US version, 1963, 9 for 91 minutes, and it's directed by Thomas Montgomery. The Japanese director was Ishiro Honda, who was the director of the original. I don't believe this one has the Japanese version on there, just the American. So we turn over the page for Mothra versus Godzilla. Really cool artwork, all individual artists. And down the bottom of the page here we have the artist name of the illustration. So if you do pick this box up, pay close attention to that, because it's important, because they put a lot of work and effort into this film and these artworks. So this is a 1964 film, runs for 89 minutes, colour, and it's in Japanese with English subtitles. And this one again was directed by the original director, Ishiro Honda. Beautiful artwork. Look at Mothra, looks so cool. Next up, completely different, almost like an Aztec design sort of artwork there. And this is Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. Probably one of the iconic and people's favourite sort of monsters in this Godzilla sort of series of films. This was come out in 1964. It runs for 93 minutes and it's in colour, in Japanese with English subtitles. Again, director is Ishiro Honda once again. So he also directed this one. Really, really cool. What a great artwork, great film. It is a lot of people's favourites. I must admit, I do really like that film. To be honest, I like most of them. Although lots of them are quite samey, I do really like them. But we're going to get to one of my favourites shortly. This one was a different one, required taste one, but I actually still really liked it. It's the Invasion of the Astro Monster. Because this time we were in 1965. And it's 94 minutes, colour, in Japanese with English subtitles, directed by Ishiro Honda once again. Yeah, this one is a bit of an outer space one, but it's really cool. As you can see, we've got some of the classic monsters reappearing now. We've got a nice little dancing Godzilla there. I like that artwork, which is done by Benjamin Mara. It's really cool. Right, so next film up. This is probably one of my favourites, and it's Ibera, Monster of the Deep. I quite like this one. I found this one to be really, really sort of different and cool to the other sort of ones that I saw previously. It's a really good film, this one. 1966, 84 minutes, and it's in colour and it's Japanese with English subtitles, directed by Jun Fukuda. So it's a completely different director on this one, but I really, really liked it. It was a good story, and it's a really cool creatures in that one. Bit like a sort of almost like a Cthulhu kind of creature, but a lot of people don't like it because they think it looks really tacky, but I really, really liked it. So here we go with the son of Godzilla. So we got the little Godzilla turning up in this one. This is a good fun one, really cool. This is the 1967, the year I was born. 85 minutes, colour, in Japanese with English subtitles. Director was Jun Fukuda again, who directed the last one. Cool, really cool film. Destroy All Monsters is obviously one where we're going to have a re-emergence of quite a few of the monsters from the previous Godzilla films. Really cool film. I used to have this on VHS years ago. 1968, 89 minutes in colour with Japanese and English subtitles. And this one was directed by Ishiro Honda. So we're back to the original director with this one. And we have All Monsters Attack. Probably one of my least favourite ones, to be honest, but it's still really good film. But out of all of them, it's probably one that I don't go to very often. I'm not reviewing any of these or giving you any plot lines because I do want to review these on my channel, although it's quite difficult because the company that own these films are very, very difficult in trying to get stuff sort of put on my channel without getting blocked. But anyway, this one is 1969. It only runs for 69 minutes, so it's not very long, it's just an hour and 10 minutes in Japanese with English subtitles colour. Director was Ishiro Honda. Now this is probably my favourite apart from the original Godzilla. This is Godzilla versus Hedorah. I just really like this film. It's really cool about this strange creature here. That is like, he's like being created by the effects of man. So all the sort of sewage and waste and destroying the ecos created this monster. And so the creation that's being fought is being created by man himself, really. And Godzilla there is fighting him off. It's a really cool, interesting sort of eco monster horror film. So it's really, really cool and different. So really good, really cool film. This was 1971, 85 minutes, Japanese and English subtitles, and the director of this one was Yoshimitsu Banno. Really cool, nice artwork as well. You can see some detailed little people like running around. Looks like Tokyo there. Next one we have Godzilla versus Gigan, who was like a sort of another giant sort of flying monster in this one. Can't remember too much. I've not seen it for a long time. I've not watched all of these yet, just because I just haven't got round to it. I've only watched about 3 or 4 so far, so I've got a lot to get through. This is 1972, 89 minutes in colour, Japanese with English subtitles, directed by Jun Fukuda. So she's back on, or he is back on this one. Next up, probably my least favourite bit of artwork, but there we go. This is Godzilla versus Megalon, which looks like these kind of, I don't know, Megalon. I don't know if it's the guy there or these creatures here. But anyway, this is 1973, 81 minutes. Colour is Japanese with English subtitles, directed by Jun Fukuda. Now, I've not seen this one, so I can't give you any sort of opinion on it at all. I have seen this one a couple of times. It's quite cool. It's quite a good one. Not a huge fan of Mecha Godzilla, but it's cool. It's like they've built this. These villains, like a James Bond sort of villains, have built this sort of mechanical kind of Godzilla to fight Godzilla off. This is a 1974 film, 84 minutes long in colour, Japanese and English subtitles. Again, Jun Fukuda also directed that one. Last but not least is Terror of Mechagodzilla. Again, the artwork is okay. Very cartoony, pretty cool. There's some nice detail down the bottom here with the people and stuff like that. All this is very Batman though, artwork, but there you go. This is a 1975 film, 83 minutes in colour, Japanese with English subtitles. Director is Ishiro Honda, so the original director came back to do this film. So that is all the films that are in this collection. That's a nice bit of artwork there with the sort of rising sun behind Godzilla. Really cool. It makes some nice, some of these would make awesome posters. So let's get to the discs. And there they are. They are set out over these. We've got, I believe we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 discs with 15 films on it. Obviously some of the discs have multiple films on there. It's the only negative about this whole, well, there's 2 negatives about this box set. The way that the discs are in there. I do like that the original Godzilla though has got its own disc, which is really nice. Yeah, the annoying thing with this is the way that the discs sit in. they're in these little tiny pockets, so you've got to sort of pull sometimes or move them about to try and get them out, because they see that one's getting stuck in there. That's the only thing I don't like about the packaging. So to get it out, sometimes you've got to put your finger underneath it to kind of get these discs out. See, it's not the best way of packaging, and I'm thinking you're paying a lot of money, like £150 for 8 discs. It should be in better packaging, and I can already see the packaging, you know, will eventually sort of come weak and tear, and the films do sort of like get a little lost in there. So I don't like the packaging as such there, the way the disc's stored. I'm surprised they haven't released this in a sort of standard multiple box case. Someone said to me on like Etsy site that someone is selling like a box which is made up of the cover of this film. That's the back of the cover, by the way, and we'll turn it back over for the original. Someone said that they made the box like this and with normal sort of disc placements in there, so that is a possibility, and that one you could possibly file in your collection. This is way too big to fit in your collection, but it's how it's released, so that's what's put me off from buying that sort of box, because this is the way it's supposed to be. So that is the way I will sort of show it. Now, the Godzilla then sort of disappeared for years, and then they made more films around the sort of 1980s, but Criterion haven't released those films, which is an absolute shame. But they have released one other film, which I will get for you now to show. Sorry guys, I just haven't got it out of my collection yet. So if I move that away and I pop that there, yes, they've released this one, which is one from the new sort of era of Godzilla films, and this is fantastic. This is an amazing film, really cool. It comes in, I think this, I'm not sure if this had a 4K release, but I bought Blu-ray just to coincide with the release of my other set, the Showa one. There's the back of the case. It's got some special features in there. This is from 1989. It runs for 104 minutes. Japanese with English subtitles. Really cool. It's got quite a few special features on there. I don't believe there's hardly any special features in this one. But this one also comes with a poster, which I will try and show you. And the poster has an essay on it. As you can possibly see, it's got an essay, but then you turn it over and it's got this wonderful artwork with Godzilla there in the background and Violent there, sort of like, or Biolante, whatever they want to call it there. Really cool artwork, really nice. So that is the other release from Criterion, but that's it. I was really hoping, oops, sorry guys, I was really hoping they were going to come with a box set with the other releases, but that has not made an appearance. So that, guys, is a sort of deeper look into Criterion's releases of Godzilla.